Spoilers for Elbath ahead. However, some interesting things have occurred recently that make me think about things we've talked about previously. So, in chapter 1144, the nightmare creature created by Remo Shifu killing him via the powers of his dragon fruit mythical model Kirin produced a Nidhogg, which is a giant dragon. Said giant dragon is the only nightmare creature that has powers, apparently, as in this chapter, it's able to shoot a fire-esque lightning attack from its mouth. So, this makes sense because Nidhogg translates into Thunder Dragon. However, what makes this super interesting now is that in chapter 1174, it is revealed that Loki himself can become a dragon that is very similar to the nightmare creature of the Nidhogg. And I am willing to bet that Loki's Devilfruit name is going to be called the dragon fruit mythical model Nidhogg. So with that being said, I think this has been a hit to show what a bit of Loki's power set is actually going to be. What I mean by that is he'll actually be able to breathe out this fire-like lightning at an opponent. This could also mean that he is immune to lightning. Now, what's so interesting about this too is that Ragnir can also supposedly cast lightning. And we know that he can do this independently without the help of Loki because he does this when Loki is bound in Sea Stone and it is not. Therefore, they pretty much have the same abilities as when Loki reveals himself to be a dragon. It starts to snow, as well as a storm starts, as we see lightning in one of the panels. So it's very likely that he and Ragnir have the same abilities because Ragnir was shown to have some form of cryokinesis as well once Loki got free. And he conjured ice and snow through Ragnir in its hammer state. So yes, both of them have the same powers, so potentially both of them are immune to lightning, which I think is a very interesting parallel that they share with Luffy, because in Luffy being a rubber man, quite literally, because Nika is a rubber man, he too is immune to lightning. So what's so interesting about this moving forward is that I do wonder, with both of them potentially having lightning powers or more lightning powers than we've seen so far, I wonder if Zeus can eat the lightning conjured by these two. And if so, is that going to have a different effect on him as opposed to the lightning generated from the climate attack? That's something to really think about, especially if both of them join the crew in the future, which I can see happening. The size logistics will be worked out in one way or another, but I do think it's possible to work that out. However, I just wanted to bring this to you all's attention because it has been a bit since 1144. So I just wanted to bring this up as a reminder that we did talk about this before, and this could be a potential power for Loki now as a dragon, that he is a lightning dragon and potentially being a Nidhogg, and he can breathe this weird lightning-esque fire out of his mouth. But with that being said, if you are liking the video so far, hit the like button. If you really want to see more of my content, hit the subscribe button, followed by the bell so you never miss a video. And to help me out a little bit, could you please hit the hype button, because it does help somehow. With that being said, give me your thoughts and tell your friends about Polypede. What?